Hey guys, Professor Bell, Comic Book University, and Shadowman, issue number 1 from Valiant Comics. Were you able to hear me with this in front of my face? I just realized how silly that might be. Anyway, fantastic book. This is really good. Andy Diggle doing writing. Stefan Segovia on art. Great comic. But it's missing that one key ingredient that all these comics seem to be missing as of late, and that's the intro page where they say, hey, in case you've never read this character before, here you go. And that's a problem that I see with a lot of Valiant comics. Case in point, Ninjak did that. I was reading Ninjak for a while, and I got to the point where I'm like, okay, I was hoping I was going to get a better explanation of who this character is. I don't feel like looking up on a wiki page and hoping that those guys are right and whatever. I actually want to know who this character is because I've never really read Ninjak before. Maybe an occasional comic here and there where I'm mostly looking at the pictures more than anything else. So, that was when I was a kid. But the idea is I know even less about Shadowman. I've read one Shadowman comic in my life and I reviewed it and I was like, this is, not too bad. I don't know, man. I don't even know what to tell you. This was a really good comic, but I wish I understood a little bit more about what was going on. And literally, just a paragraph would have probably done that for me. I think that there were 2 volumes of Shadowman before this, plus that one shot that I'd read. Yeah. This involved Alyssa, who's apparently the ex of Shadowman, and she's going to go out and try and fix the curse on the waters and bad juju out there in the swamps. All right, some water was actually cursed, so people are getting sick, people are being hurt, dying, whatever. So she's going to go out there, but the boatman Isaiah, and it seems to be spelled differently in 2 parts, but whatever, it is what it is. Anyway, she she sees this monster. She's supposed to be a sacrifice, sometimes called a snack-rifice. And it comes to eat her. Like the guide brought her to it. So she winds up falling in some quicksand as she's trying to get away. And she's a mamba, you know what I'm saying? She's got her magical powers about her voodoo powers about her, which is more of a sympathetic magic than anything else. And she's able to summon, she calls for Papa Legba and I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, whatever, to help her out, to guide her, show her the way. And what happens, but a portal opens up and Shadowman comes through and he knows Alyssa. So apparently this is the dude from the picture from earlier in the comic. And it's like, what are you doing here? Oh, look, a bad guy. So with all the magic that this dude's apparently got, he just turns into the Shadow Man and goes up and tries to punch this gigantic beast. And it's like, you are weak, I am strong. And blah. It's like, wow, this was exciting. So here's a guy who doesn't have any powers, apparently, except to make makeup instantly appear in his face. So all of that, weird, right? Weird. Where's the story in here? Well, there is actually a story. The trick is that we have to actually get to it first. Now, the really cool part is that Alyssa, she goes and summons some magic. I'm not sure why. She goes and summons the pantheon of the voodoo religion. And it's upset because she does this in the presence of the Shadow Man. He's cursed, 6 generations cursed. So she's punished by Baron Samedi apparently being able to take over. Now, apparently Baron Samedi has some history with the Shadow Man, and these 2 go at it. And he leaves Alyssa's form and leaves her as just Alyssa again, just as Shadow Man's about to knock his head off, which means that he would kill Alyssa. So I'm sure he's going to stop in time and not actually kill her, but that's where the comic book ends. Yeah, spoiler for the first issue. It's always my modus operandi. But that was cool. That was really cool. So she was possessed by the spirit, but it doesn't actually want to fight him. Maybe it's more powerful. I don't know, but that is awesome. I'm totally digging that. So even though I don't have any idea about the real history of this character, this was really good. This was really good. I'm actually going to give this a B+. Fantastic story in here. I just wish that they would have told me the pre-story, the predecessor to the story. Just a lousy paragraph would have probably been enough, but just devote an extra page to that. It's not that darn hard, is it? So, I don't know, all things being what they are, this was good. It could have been better with just that one little thing. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.